Sir, I'm sorry, but you've been sitting here for 3 hours ordering the same black coffee and staring at that newspaper like it personally insulted your mother. It did worse than that, and I'll order another coffee when I'm ready. Look, I get it. Bad breakup, loss of promotion, your favorite TV show got canceled, but you're scaring away our other customers with all that intense glaring. I'm planning the complete destruction of someone's life, not having relationship problems. Oh, that's much better then. For a second, I thought you might be going through something serious like a midlife crisis. I'm 28, you ridiculous person. 28 and already planning destructions? You're really ahead of schedule. Most people wait until their 30s for proper revenge plots.
Excuse me, but did someone just mention revenge plots? Because I'm actually researching them for a novel I'm writing.
Go away. I don't have time for aspiring writers.
How rude. I'm not aspiring anything. I'm a published author. Well, I published one story online and got 12 likes, but that still counts.
12 whole likes. That's basically Stephen King level success right there.
Thank you. Finally, someone who understands the literary world. Unlike Mr. Grumpy here, who probably thinks books are just decorative objects.
I have 3 degrees and run a multinational corporation.
And yet you're sitting in a coffee shop plotting revenge like a cartoon villain. Very intellectual of you.
She's got a point there, sir. Real evil masterminds usually work from mysterious layers, not places that serve pumpkin spice lattes. This is the most ridiculous conversation I've ever had.
Just wait. It gets worse. I'm Faith Martinez, and I'm guessing you're somehow connected to the whole Sterling Industries scandal from last year.
Martinez? As a Martinez Herald newspaper?
That's us. Though technically it's my brother's newspaper now. I just write the horoscope column.
Oh, you write horoscopes? What's mine for today?
You're a Gemini. You'll meet someone who changes your perspective on coffee shop etiquette.
You write horoscopes? You're not even a real journalist?
Hey. My horoscopes are very popular. I predicted that someone would find unexpected romance 3 weeks ago, and Mrs. Chun from Table 4 just got engaged.
That's actually pretty impressive. It's coincidence, not prophecy.
So cynical. Let me guess your sign. You're definitely a Scorpio. All that intensity and desire for revenge.
I don't believe in astrology.
That's exactly what a Scorpio would say. They hate admitting the stars influence their lives.
The only thing influencing my life right now is my plan to destroy your family's newspaper.
Ooh, how exciting. No one's ever wanted to destroy something I'm connected to before. Should I feel honored?
This is better than my afternoon soap opera. You're not taking this seriously.
Should I? You're a businessman in an expensive suit threatening a horoscope writer in a coffee shop. It's like watching a nature documentary about corporate predators hunting quirky prey.
Your family ruined my father's reputation with false reporting.
I'm sorry about your father. I really am. But I write things like, Mercury is in retrograde. Avoid making important decisions this week. I hardly think I'm responsible for investigative journalism mistakes.
You're still a Martinez.
And you're still a Sterling. But that doesn't mean we have to continue some family feud like we're in a Shakespeare play.
Though if you were in Shakespeare, there would definitely be more poison and sword fighting by now.
True. And probably someone would have fallen in love already. Shakespeare was big on love conquering revenge.
This isn't a play, and love isn't conquering anything.
Famous last words. That's exactly what the male lead always says right before he falls hopelessly for someone unexpected.
I have a proposition for you.
Is this where you ask me to betray my family for money? Because I should warn you, I'm terrible with secrets and I definitely can't be trusted with evil schemes.
Marry me. Did that actually happen? In my coffee shop?
I'm sorry, what? Did you just propose to someone you met 10 minutes ago?
It's not a real proposal. It's a business arrangement.
Oh, well that's much more romantic then. Nothing says marry me like calling it a business arrangement.
Sir, I have to ask, is this normal behavior for you? Or are you having some sort of breakdown? I'm completely rational. I need a wife for appearances, and she needs money to save her family's failing newspaper.
How do you know we need money?
I make it my business to know everything about the Martinez family.
That's either very thorough research or borderline stalking. I'm hoping for the research option.
This is definitely not normal customer behavior. Should I be calling someone?
No, it's fine.
I think he's harmless. Just very intense and possibly suffering from too much caffeine.
I don't suffer from caffeine. I suffer from having incompetent people around me who don't understand serious business proposals.
Right, because proposing to strangers in coffee shops is peak professional behavior.
6 months, fake marriage, separate bedrooms, and you get enough money to keep your family's newspaper running for another 5 years.
And what do you get out of this arrangement?
Access to your family's social circles and business connections. Information I can use to bring down everything they've built.
You're telling me your evil plan again. Don't villains usually keep these things secret?
He told me about the whole destruction thing too. He's either really confident or really bad at being sneaky. She won't refuse because she can't afford to.
That's awfully presumptuous. Maybe I have other options.
Do you?
Well, no, but that's not the point. The point is you shouldn't assume things about people.
She's got you there, sir.
Besides, even if I agreed to this insane plan, what makes you think I wouldn't just warn my family about your intentions?
Because you're too honest to be good at deception and too kind to deliberately hurt someone, even someone trying to hurt your family.
How do you know I'm honest and kind?
You just met me.
You've been sitting here for 20 minutes listening to me plan your family's destruction, and you haven't once gotten angry or defensive. You've been genuinely concerned about my emotional state. He's not wrong. Most people would have thrown their coffee at him by now.
I don't throw coffee at people. It's wasteful, and it ruins perfectly good beverages.
See? Too kind.
This is the strangest job interview I've ever had.
Is that a yes?
It's a maybe. I have conditions.
Name them.
First, you can't interfere with my horoscope column. People depend on my predictions for their daily guidance.
That's actually a reasonable request. Fine. What else?
Second, if we're doing this fake marriage thing, I want to know exactly how you plan to destroy my family's business.
Why would you want to know that?
Because if I'm going to be married to you, even fake married, I should understand what kind of person you are. Plus, maybe I can talk you out of it.
You think you can change my mind about revenge?
I think everyone deserves a chance to reconsider their worst impulses. Besides, you might discover that revenge isn't as satisfying as you imagine.
She sounds like a fortune cookie, but in a good way. This is not a redemption story. This is business.
Everything's a redemption story if you look at it from the right angle. It's all about perspective.
Your optimism is going to be very annoying.
Your pessimism is already very annoying, so we're even.
I feel like I should be charging admission for this entertainment. Do we have a deal or not?
We have a deal. But I reserve the right to back out if you turn out to be actually evil instead of just misguided and angry.
I'm not evil. I'm focused.
That's what all the evil people say. Mr. Sterling, your 2 o'clock meeting has been moved to 3:30, and your mother called again about Sunday dinner.
Cancel the meeting. I need you to prepare marriage contract paperwork.
Marriage contracts? Are you finally listening to your mother about settling down? Actually, he's marrying me to get revenge on my family. It's all very dramatic and impractical. I'm sorry, what? Sir, you can't be serious.
Completely serious. This is Faith Martinez, my fiancée.
Fake fiancé. Let's be accurate about our fake relationship status. Miss, are you aware that your fake fiancé has a reputation for being ruthlessly efficient in business dealings? Yes, but he also just spent an hour in a coffee shop telling everyone his secret plans, so I'm not too worried about his efficiency.
She's got a point. Real supervillains are usually more subtle.
I need to sit down. This is the most irregular situation I've encountered in 10 years of working here.
It's perfectly logical. I need a wife. She needs money. We both benefit from the arrangement.
See?
He makes it sound so romantic when he puts it like that. Should I schedule an engagement announcement? Oh, we should definitely have an engagement party. I've never had one before.
This isn't a real engagement. We don't need a party.
But parties are fun, and if we're going to pretend to be engaged, we might as well do it properly. I agree with Miss Martinez. If you want this to look legitimate, you need all the traditional elements.
Fine. One small party.
Excellent. I'll invite my family, and you can meet them before you try to destroy them. It's like a reconnaissance mission disguised as a social gathering.
Can I come? I feel invested in this story now.
Of course. Everyone's invited. The more witnesses to this bizarre arrangement, the better.
This is getting out of hand.
Sir, should I also schedule appointments for wedding planning?
Wedding planning? It's a business contract, not an actual wedding.
But we need it to look real, don't we? That means flowers, music, cake, the whole traditional experience.
Absolutely not. Simple ceremony, minimal witnesses, no unnecessary expenses.
You're really taking all the fun out of fake romance. Perhaps a compromise? Small ceremony, but with traditional elements?
See?
Your secretary understands the importance of proper theatrical presentation.
This is not theater.
Everything's theater if you approach it with the right attitude.
Faith, what are you doing here? Mom said you went out to buy coffee and never came home.
Hi, Carlos. I got engaged.
You got what? To whom?
To him.
Damian Sterling. You know, from Sterling Industries.
Sterling? As in the company our paper investigated last year? The company your paper falsely accused of fraud. Yes. Those weren't false accusations. Our investigative team spent months researching that story.
Now, boys, let's not argue at my engagement announcement.
Should I make more coffee? This feels like it's going to take a while. Faith, you can't be serious. You just met this man, didn't you?
Sometimes love happens fast, like lightning, or food poisoning. That's not the most romantic comparison, Miss Martinez. I'm new to the whole romance thing. I usually just write about it in horoscopes.
This is insane. You write horoscope columns, not investigative journalism. How did you even meet him? She sat down at my table uninvited and started analyzing my personality based on coffee preferences.
And he immediately proposed. It was very spontaneous and dramatic.
Proposed? After one conversation? It made perfect business sense at the time. Business sense? What kind of proposal is based on business sense?
The practical kind. We're very practical people.
Actually, she spent 20 minutes talking about astrology and horoscopes. That's not particularly practical.
Astrology is very practical. It helps people make important life decisions.
Faith, can I speak with you privately?
Of course, but make it quick. We have wedding planning to discuss.
We're not planning an elaborate wedding.
Every wedding is elaborate if you put enough thought into it.
Faith, listen to me. This man's family has been feuding with our family for over a year. This can't be a coincidence.
Maybe it's fate. Sometimes the universe brings people together in unexpected ways.
The universe doesn't usually bring people together for revenge plots.
How do you know? The universe works in mysterious ways.
Because he told you he's planning revenge. You said so yourself.
Well, yes, but people say lots of things when they're upset. I'm sure he doesn't really mean it.
Faith, you're incredibly naive sometimes.
I prefer to think of it as optimistic.
She's definitely naive, but that works in my favor.
See?
He thinks my optimism is advantageous. That's practically a compliment.
That's not a compliment, Faith. That's him admitting he's taking advantage of you.
Oh,
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds less flattering. Perhaps we should schedule this conversation for a more private location?
Or at least order more drinks. This is fascinating, but I do have other customers. Faith, I'm begging you to think about this rationally.
I am being rational. This marriage could solve all our financial problems.
At what cost? Your happiness? Your safety? Your common sense?
My common sense was never that great to begin with. Ask anyone who knows me.
She's right about that. She agreed to marry a stranger for money after one conversation.
You make it sound so mercenary when you say it like that.
Because it is mercenary. This whole situation is completely insane.
Maybe a little, but sometimes insane decisions lead to unexpectedly good outcomes.
And sometimes they lead to disaster.
That's what makes life interesting. The uncertainty. Miss Martinez, are you always this optimistic about potentially dangerous situations? Pretty much. It's gotten me into trouble before, but it's also led to some amazing experiences.
What kind of amazing experiences?
Well, there was the time I helped a lost tourist who turned out to be a famous chef, and he taught me how to make authentic pasta. And once I pet sat for someone who turned out to be hiding from the witness protection program.
Wait, what? You never told me about the witness protection thing.
It was confidential. I couldn't tell anyone until the trial was over.
Your life sounds like a collection of bizarre coincidences.
I prefer to think of them as adventures. Life is much more fun when you say yes to unexpected opportunities.
Even when those opportunities involve marrying someone who openly admits to planning your family's destruction.
Especially then. It's like being in a romantic suspense novel, except with better coffee and more witnesses.
Faith, this is not a novel. This is real life, and real life has consequences.
I know it's real life, but that doesn't mean it can't be interesting and dramatic and full of surprising plot twists. Sir, should I postpone your other appointments? This seems like it might take several more hours to resolve.
Clear my schedule for the rest of the day. Apparently, I'm planning an engagement party now.
And a wedding. Don't forget the wedding.
I can't believe this is happening.
Believe it. Your sister is getting married to someone who either genuinely likes her or is using her for elaborate revenge purposes. Either way, it's going to be an adventure.
I'm definitely coming to this wedding. This is better than reality TV.
Carlos? Faith? What are you both doing at a coffee shop in the middle of the afternoon?
Mom, you're not going to believe this.
I got engaged. Engaged? To whom?
When? How?
Today.
To him.
In a very spontaneous and businesslike manner.
Mrs. Martinez, I'm Damian Sterling.
Sterling? From Sterling Industries?
Yes, your daughter has agreed to marry me.
Faith, honey, can we talk privately?
Sure.
But isn't this exciting? I'm getting married. Sweetheart, you met this man today, didn't you? Yes, but sometimes you just know when something is right. Like when you meet your soulmate, or when you find the perfect avocado at the grocery store. Those are not equivalent situations, Faith. Maybe not, but the feeling of certainty is similar. What kind of certainty are you feeling exactly? The kind where you think something might be a terrible idea, but you're curious enough to try it anyway. That's not certainty, dear. That's reckless curiosity. Same difference. Both lead to interesting life experiences. Faith, this man's family has been in conflict with our newspaper. Don't you think this is suspicious timing? He mentioned something about revenge, but I think he's just hurt and angry about his father. People say dramatic things when they're grieving. He told you he wants revenge? In a very straightforward, honest way. I appreciate his transparency about his motivations. His transparency about wanting to destroy our family? Well, when you say it like that, it sounds concerning, but I think I can change his mind. Faith, you can't fix people, especially people who don't want to be fixed. Maybe not, but I can certainly try. Besides, what's the worst that could happen?
He could actually succeed in destroying our newspaper and leave you heartbroken in the process.
Or he could discover that revenge isn't as satisfying as he thought, and we could fall in love for real. It's like a romantic comedy plot.
This is not a romantic comedy. This is a business arrangement with clearly defined terms and expectations.
That's exactly what the male lead always says in romantic comedies right before he falls desperately in love.
She's got a point. That is pretty standard romantic comedy dialogue.
Sir, are you certain you want to proceed with this arrangement? It seems quite complicated.
All the best business deals are complicated. Simple deals don't yield significant results.
And what kind of results are you expecting from marrying my daughter?
Complete access to your family's business operations and social connections.
So you can do what exactly?
Whatever is necessary to restore my father's reputation and hold your family accountable for their actions.
See?
He's motivated by love for his father and a desire for justice. That's actually quite noble when you think about it.
Faith, he just admitted he wants to hold us accountable. That's a threat.
It's only a threat if we've actually done something wrong. Have we done something wrong?
We reported the truth as we found it. If his father was innocent, he should have provided evidence instead of what happened. My father died before he could defend himself properly.
That must have been devastating. No wonder you're so angry. I'm sorry for your loss, young man. Truly. But that doesn't justify what you're proposing. What if it's not about justification? What if it's about healing? Sometimes people need to go through their anger before they can move past it.
I'm not looking to move past anything. I'm looking to even the score.
But what if evening the score doesn't make you feel better? What if it just makes you feel empty?
Then at least I'll know I tried.
Or you could try something else, like getting to know the people you think wronged you. Maybe you'll discover we're not the villains you imagine us to be. Miss Martinez, you're remarkably optimistic for someone whose potential husband just threatened your family. I think he's more hurt than threatening. Hurt people sometimes say things they don't really mean.
This is like watching a really intense therapy session, except with coffee and pastries.
Faith, I need you to really think about this. Are you prepared for the possibility that he's serious about his intentions? I'm prepared for anything. That's what makes life exciting.
That's what makes life dangerous, Faith.
Dangerous can be exciting too. Remember when I went skydiving?
You threw up twice and cried for 20 minutes after you landed.
But I did it. And I have amazing photos and a great story to tell at parties.
This conversation is becoming increasingly surreal.
Welcome to my family. We're all a little surreal. You'll get used to it. Faith, sweetie, this isn't like skydiving. This is your life, your future, your happiness we're discussing. And maybe my future includes an interesting marriage to someone who challenges me intellectually and emotionally.
I'm not looking to challenge you. I'm looking to use you.
Same difference. Both involve growth and new experiences. Sir, I must advise against proceeding with this arrangement. It's becoming far more complicated than a simple business transaction.
Complications can be managed. I've managed more complex situations than one optimistic woman and her concerned family. Famous last words right there.
I like complications. Simple is boring. Complicated means there's always something interesting happening.
Faith, please promise me you'll think about this overnight before making any final decisions.
I don't need to think about it. I trust my instincts, and my instincts say this is going to be an adventure worth taking. Your instincts once told you to adopt 6 stray cats in one weekend. And they were all wonderful, until the landlord made me find them new homes.
6 cats?
They were very well-behaved cats. Mostly. Sir, are you absolutely certain about this decision?
Certain enough to proceed. Miss Martinez, we'll need to discuss practical arrangements, living situations, public appearances, family gatherings.
Oh, family gatherings. You'll love our Sunday dinners. Everyone comes, there's always too much food, and we argue about politics and newspaper ethics.
That sounds like exactly the kind of gathering I need to attend.
Perfect. This Sunday, you can meet everyone officially, as my fiancé.
This is really happening, isn't it?
It's really happening. I'm getting married to someone who's either completely wrong for me or absolutely perfect for me. Either way, it's going to be memorable. I hope you know what you're doing, sweetheart. I never know what I'm doing, Mom, but things usually work out anyway.
Well, this has been the most entertaining afternoon I've had at work in 5 years.
I'll begin preparing the necessary paperwork immediately. When should I schedule the ceremony? Soon, before either of us changes our mind about this perfectly logical decision.
Next weekend. Small ceremony, minimal guests, no unnecessary complications.
Next weekend it is. This is so exciting.
I can't believe my sister is marrying someone who wants to destroy our family business.
Think of it as keeping your enemies closer. Except he won't be an enemy once he gets to know us properly.
Don't count on that.
I'm counting on exactly that. You seem like someone who could use more laughter and kindness in his life.
I have enough of both, thank you.
Nobody ever has enough laughter and kindness. There's always room for more. Well, I suppose if you're determined to do this, we should start planning a proper engagement celebration. Yes, with flowers and music and all our friends and family.
I thought we agreed on something small and simple.
We agreed on minimal complications. A party isn't a complication, it's a celebration. Should I coordinate with the Martinez family for planning purposes?
I suppose someone should, since this is apparently happening whether we approve or not.
You don't have to approve, but I hope you'll support me. This could be the beginning of something wonderful.
Or the beginning of exactly what I planned.
Either way, it's going to be interesting. And interesting is always better than boring.
I'm definitely going to need a bigger coffee machine for all these family gatherings.
See?
Already bringing people together and stimulating the local economy. This marriage is going to be good for everyone. I hope you're right, Faith. I really do. I'm always right about these things, Mom. Well, almost always. Mostly sometimes. Occasionally.
Your confidence is either inspiring or terrifying.
Why not both? The best things in life are usually a little bit of each. I'll have everything ready by Friday. Marriage license, contracts, ceremony arrangements.
Perfect.
By next weekend, I'll be Mrs. Sterling. Fake Mrs. Sterling, but still Mrs. Sterling.
This is the strangest conversation I've ever been part of, and I once interviewed a man who claimed he was abducted by aliens.
Did you believe him?
No, but his story was more believable than this situation.
Reality is often stranger than fiction, Carlos. Sometimes you just have to embrace the strangeness.
Speaking of embracing strangeness, we should discuss the terms of our arrangement more thoroughly.
Terms, conditions, expectations, all very businesslike and romantic. At least someone is thinking practically about this situation. I'm being practical too. I'm practically certain this is going to work out beautifully.
And I'm practically certain this is going to be the most interesting wedding I've ever attended.
Should I arrange for photographers at the ceremony? Oh yes. I want lots of pictures to remember this perfectly normal way of meeting my husband.
Fake husband.
Details. The important thing is we're taking a leap of faith together.
More like a leap off a cliff together.
Same thing. Both require courage and a willingness to see what happens next. Well, if you're determined to go through with this, at least promise me you'll be careful. I promise to be as careful as possible while still being open to new experiences and personal growth.
That's not particularly reassuring.
It wasn't meant to be reassuring. It was meant to be honest. Honest is good. This entire arrangement seems to depend on a certain level of honesty from both parties. Exactly. Honesty and open communication, and a willingness to see the best in each other.
I'm not looking to see the best in anyone. I'm looking to achieve specific business objectives.
You say that now, but wait until you get to know me properly. I grow on people.
Like a fungus.
A very charming, optimistic fungus that writes excellent horoscopes and makes people smile.
This conversation has officially entered surreal territory, and I am here for all of it.
I suppose there's nothing left to do but plan an engagement party and hope for the best. hope for the best and prepare for an adventure. This is going to be the beginning of something amazing.
Or the beginning of exactly what I intended from the start.
Time will tell. But either way, it's going to be much more interesting than my usual routine of writing horoscopes and avoiding my mother's matchmaking attempts. I was trying to introduce you to nice, stable men. And instead I found an interesting, complicated man all by myself. See how well things work out when you leave them to fate. Fate, business strategy, or elaborate revenge plot. However we classify this situation, it's certainly unique. Unique is perfect. I've never been interested in ordinary anyway.
Good, because this arrangement is going to be anything but ordinary.
I'm counting on it. Ordinary is overrated. Extraordinary is much more fun.
I just hope you remember that when things get complicated.
Things are already complicated, and I'm having the time of my life.
Well, congratulations to the happy couple, I guess.
Thank you. We're very happy. Or at least I'm very happy, and he's very determined, which is practically the same thing.
It's absolutely not the same thing.
Give it time. Determination and happiness are closer related than you think. I suppose we should head home and start making some phone calls. People are going to want to know about this engagement. Yes, let's tell everyone. This is going to be the most talked about wedding of the year. I'll prepare a press release for Monday morning. A press release. How very official and businesslike. I feel like a real celebrity now.
This is business, not entertainment.
The best business is always a little entertaining. Otherwise, what's the point?
The point is supposed to be profit and success, not entertainment value.
Why can't it be both? Life should be profitable and successful and entertaining. Come on, Faith. Let's go home and call your Aunt Gloria.
She's going to have opinions about this.
Aunt Gloria has opinions about everything. This will just give her new material.
I'll see you tomorrow to discuss practical arrangements.
Tomorrow, our first official meeting as an engaged couple. How exciting! I'll schedule something for mid-morning, if that works for both of you. Perfect. I'll wear something appropriately bridal, yet businesslike.
This is not a romantic meeting. It's a business meeting.
Every meeting is romantic if you have the right attitude about it.
You two are going to be either the most entertaining married couple I've ever seen, or the most disaster-prone.
Why not both? Entertainment and disaster often go hand in hand.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Don't be afraid, Carlos. Be excited. Your sister is embarking on the adventure of a lifetime. An adventure that could end very badly. Or very wonderfully. The only way to find out is to try.
On that note, I should return to my office. I have actual work to accomplish today.
See you tomorrow, future husband. This is going to be amazing. I'll confirm all the arrangements by email this evening. Thank you. You're so efficient and organized. We're going to work well together.
Good luck to all of you. This has been the most interesting afternoon I've had in years.
Thank you. And remember, if anyone asks, you witnessed the beginning of the most unconventional love story ever.
Love story? Faith, this is a business arrangement that he's using for revenge.
Every love story starts somewhere, even the complicated, slightly vengeful ones. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go home before you make any more life-changing decisions in public places.
Too late for that.
But don't worry, I think I've made enough life-changing decisions for one day.
We'll see about that.
Yes, we will. Tomorrow, and every day after that until we figure out whether this is the best idea or the worst idea either of us has ever had.
I'm betting on worst idea.
I'm betting on best idea, or at least most interesting idea. Either way, it's certainly going to be memorable. Exactly. And memorable is always better than forgettable.
Well, this has been unforgettable, that's for sure.
See? Already making a positive impact on people's lives. This marriage is going to be wonderful.
This marriage is going to be exactly what I make it.
And I'm going to help you make it something amazing, whether you want my help or not. Should I include optimism and determination as key factors in our project timeline? Include everything. Hope, determination, optimism, and just a touch of controlled chaos.
Controlled chaos is a contradiction in terms.
Not if you have the right perspective. I'm excellent at finding order in chaos.
Since when are you excellent at finding order in anything?
Since right now, this engagement is going to inspire me to become more organized and efficient. Or it's going to inspire you to become more confused and overwhelmed. Either way, it's going to be character building, and character building is always good.
I'm beginning to understand why your family is concerned about this decision.
They're concerned because they love me and want me to be happy, which I am. Very, very happy about this whole arrangement. Sir, we really should return to the office. Your board meeting was rescheduled, not canceled.
Right. Business calls. I'll see you tomorrow, Miss Martinez.
Future Mrs. Sterling. At least for 6 months.
At least for 6 months.
This is going to be the most interesting 6 months of my entire life.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Don't be afraid. Be excited. Great adventures require a little bit of fear and a lot of courage. And sometimes they require a lot of luck too. Lucky for us, I've always been very lucky. Well, mostly lucky. Sometimes lucky.
Good luck to everyone involved. You're definitely going to need it.
Thank you. But I don't think we'll need luck. I think we'll need patience, understanding, and a good sense of humor.
And clearly defined contractual obligations.
Those two, contracts and comedy, the foundation of every great partnership. I'll have everything prepared by tomorrow morning. Wonderful. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings.
Hopefully nothing more dramatic than what today brought.
Oh, I hope it's even more dramatic. Today was just the beginning. Come on, Faith. Let's go home and try to process everything that just happened. There's nothing to process. I met someone interesting, agreed to marry him for practical reasons, and now we're planning a wedding. It's all very straightforward.
Nothing about this situation is straightforward.
The best situations never are. Straightforward is boring.
Well, congratulations again, and thank you for the most entertaining afternoon I've had at work in 5 years.
Thank you for providing the perfect setting for our meet cute. This coffee shop will always hold special memories for us.
It will certainly be memorable.
See you tomorrow, husband-to-be. This is going to be absolutely wonderful. Sir, are you certain you know what you're getting yourself into?
Absolutely certain. This is going to proceed exactly according to plan.
Plans are wonderful, but the best parts of life are usually the parts you can't plan for.
That's exactly what worries me.
Don't worry, Carlos. Worry is just fear wearing a disguise. and there's nothing to be afraid of here. Famous last words, sweetheart. Not last words, first words. The first words of our new adventure together.
Adventure, revenge, business arrangement, call it whatever makes you comfortable.
I'll call it the beginning of something beautiful, even if it starts out as something practical. I'll see you both tomorrow for our planning meeting. It's a date. Our first official date as an engaged couple.
It's a business meeting.
Business meeting, romantic rendezvous. The distinction is all in how you approach it.
You two are definitely going to keep life interesting for each other.
That's the plan. Well, part of the plan. The other part is still being written.
By someone who clearly has a very creative imagination.
Life requires creativity. Otherwise, it's just a series of predictable events leading to an inevitable conclusion. Sometimes predictable is good, Faith. Predictable is safe, but safe isn't always satisfying. Sometimes you have to take risks to find real happiness.
This isn't about finding happiness. This is about achieving justice.
Justice, happiness, personal growth. They're all connected if you look at them from the right angle. We really must be going, sir.
Right. Tomorrow, Miss Martinez. 10 a.m. sharp.
I'll be there, punctual and ready for whatever business romance brings our way.
This is really happening, isn't it?
It's really happening, and it's going to be amazing. I hope you're right, sweetheart. I'm always right about the important things. Well, usually right. Sometimes right.
Good luck with everything. I'll be following this story with great interest.
Thank you.
And remember, you are here at the very beginning of our epic love story.
Business arrangement.
Epic business arrangement that turns into a love story. The best kind.
Come on, Faith. Let's go home before you plan your entire future in a coffee shop.
Too late. I've already planned the next 6 months, and they're going to be absolutely wonderful. 6 months is a long time, dear. 6 months is just the beginning. This is going to be the start of something that lasts much longer than either of us expects.
The contract specifically states 6 months.
Contracts can be renegotiated if both parties are interested in extending the terms. Sir, your board is waiting.
I'm coming. Tomorrow, Miss Martinez.
Tomorrow, Mr. Sterling. The first day of the rest of our temporarily contracted lives together.
I still can't believe this is happening.
Believe it. Your sister is getting married to someone who's going to discover that revenge is much less satisfying than love. And what if he doesn't make that discovery? Then I'll help him make it. That's what partners do. They help each other discover things about themselves they didn't know were there.
Partners, business associates, temporary spouses, however you define this relationship, it's certainly going to be interesting to watch.
Not just interesting to watch. Interesting to live. This is going to be the adventure of a lifetime.
This is going to be 6 months of clearly defined mutual benefit.
Same thing.
Mutual benefit, shared adventures, growing closer through common goals. It's all part of the same wonderful experience.
Faith, please promise me you'll be careful.
I promise to be as careful as someone can be while still being completely open to new experiences and personal transformation. That's not very reassuring. It's not meant to be reassuring, Mom. It's meant to be honest. Honestly, sir, we really need to go.
Right? Business calls. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. This is going to be absolutely perfect.
Define perfect.
Perfect is when something turns out exactly the way it's supposed to, even if that's completely different from what you originally planned. That's a very optimistic definition. I'm a very optimistic person. It's one of my best qualities.
Well, optimism is definitely going to be useful in this situation.
Optimism is useful in every situation. It's like a universal tool for making life more enjoyable.
We'll see how useful it is when reality sets in.
Reality is whatever we make it, and we're going to make it wonderful. Sir, if we don't leave now, you'll be late for your rescheduled board meeting.
Fine. Until tomorrow, Miss Martinez.
Until tomorrow, future Mr. Martinez Sterling. Or Sterling Martinez. We'll figure out the name situation later.
There's a name situation now, too.
There are lots of situations, all of them exciting and full of potential for happiness. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go home and call the family. Yes, everyone's going to be so excited about this news.
I'm sure they will be, one way or another.
The best way. This is going to be the most celebrated engagement in family history.
Or the most worried about engagement in family history.
Worry is just love wearing a disguise. So either way, it's going to be surrounded by love. Your ability to find the positive in any situation is both admirable and concerning. Thank you. I consider that a compliment. We're leaving now, sir.
Finally, tomorrow, Miss Martinez, 10 a.m.
I'll be counting the hours. Well, not literally counting them because that would be obsessive, but figuratively anticipating them with great excitement.
This is definitely the strangest day of my life.
Strange, wonderful, life-changing, all the same thing when you think about it properly. Let's go home and think about it properly over a nice cup of tea. Tea sounds perfect, and then we can start planning the most beautiful fake wedding anyone has ever seen.
Good luck with all your planning. This has been absolutely unforgettable.
Thank you for being such a wonderful witness to the beginning of our story.
Come on, Faith, before you adopt the entire coffee shop as part of our family.
What a wonderful idea. Everyone can be honorary family members for the wedding. Faith, you can invite strangers to your wedding. They're not strangers anymore. They're the people who witnessed our engagement. That makes them part of our story.
This is getting completely out of hand.
Out of hand, full of possibilities, same thing. The best things in life are always a little out of hand. Sir, the board meeting.
I'm coming. Miss Martinez, we will discuss boundaries tomorrow.
Boundaries are wonderful. They give us something to expand beyond when we're ready for more adventure.
I think that's the opposite of what boundaries are for.
Everything is the opposite of what it seems if you look at it from a creative perspective. Come on, creative perspective. Let's go home. Home sounds wonderful. I have so much planning to do, and so many people to call, and so many exciting things to think about.
Enjoy all your exciting thinking, and congratulations again.
Thank you. This is going to be the most wonderful 6 months of my life.
6 months of clearly defined mutual benefit.
The most wonderful 6 months of clearly defined mutual benefit that gradually transforms into lifelong happiness. We're leaving now, immediately.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow, the beginning of everything wonderful.
Come on, everything wonderful. Mom's driving.
Perfect.
I can call Aunt Gloria on the way home and tell her all about my engagement to someone who wants to destroy our family business, but is probably going to fall in love with me instead. When you put it like that, it sounds even more concerning. Or even more romantic. Depends on your perspective.
Safe travels, everyone. This has been the most entertaining afternoon of my entire career.
Thank you.
And remember, you were here when it all began.
When what all began? The romance or the disaster?
The adventure. And adventures always include a little bit of both. That's what I'm afraid of. Don't be afraid, Mom. Be excited. Your daughter is about to embark on the most interesting chapter of her life.
Interesting is one word for it.
The best word. Interesting is infinitely better than boring. Sometimes boring is underrated. Never. Boring is the enemy of joy and personal growth.
And what is reckless optimism the enemy of?
Nothing. Reckless optimism is everyone's friend. Come on, everyone's friend. Let's go home. Home to plan the most wonderful wedding and the most successful 6-month fake marriage in history.
Those are contradictory goals.
Not if you approach them with the right combination of hope and determination.
Good luck with all your hope and determination. You're certainly going to need both.
Thank you, but I think we'll be fine. Love conquers all, even when it starts as a business arrangement. Love conquers all? Eventually. Sometimes it takes a while to get started, but it always wins in the end.
That's very optimistic.
I'm a very optimistic person. It's going to serve me well in this marriage. I hope you're right, sweetheart. I'm always right about matters of the heart. Well, eventually right. Sometimes right.
Those qualifications are not inspiring confidence.
Confidence doesn't need inspiration. It just needs courage and a willingness to try. And sometimes it needs a backup plan. Backup plans are for people who don't believe in happy endings.
Backup plans are for people who believe in practical reality.
Reality is whatever we make it, and we're going to make it absolutely wonderful. Come on, absolutely wonderful. The car is waiting. The car, the future, the adventure. Everything is waiting. This is going to be the best decision I've ever made.
Or the most expensive mistake.
Same thing if you look at it from the right angle. That's definitely not the same thing. Everything's the same thing if you have enough optimism and creativity.
That's either very profound or completely nonsensical.
Both.
The best ideas are always a little bit of each. Let's go home and discuss your profound nonsensical ideas over dinner. Dinner sounds wonderful, and then we can start making lists of everything we need to do for the wedding.
Lists might actually be helpful in this situation.
Lists are always helpful. They turn chaos into organized excitement. I'm not sure organized excitement is a real thing. It is now. I just invented it for this exact situation.
You can't just invent concepts because they're convenient.
Why not? Life is much more interesting when you invent things as you go along. Come on, inventor of convenient concepts. Time to go home. Home to begin planning the most wonderfully complicated 6 months of my life.
Wonderfully complicated might be the most accurate description you've given yet.
See?
I'm getting better at this whole realistic assessment thing already. That's a start, I suppose. It's more than a start. It's the beginning of everything wonderful that's about to happen.
If you say so.
I do say so, and I'm going to keep saying so until it becomes absolutely true. That's very determined of you. Determination is the key to making impossible things possible.
And what's the key to making possible things probable?
More determination, plus a little bit of luck and a lot of optimism. And maybe some practical planning. Practical planning is wonderful too. We'll have so much practical planning to do.
Finally, something resembling a reasonable approach to this situation.
Reasonable approaches are excellent, especially when combined with unreasonable amounts of hope and excitement. Come on, unreasonable hope. Let's go home before you make any more major life decisions in public. I think I've made enough major life decisions for one day. Tomorrow I'll start making minor life decisions, like what to wear to my first official meeting with my fake fiancé.
At least those decisions have lower stakes.
Every decision has high stakes when you're living your best life. Is that what we're calling this? That's exactly what we're calling this. Living our best, most adventurous, most optimistic life.
I hope you're right, Faith.
I'm absolutely right. This is going to be the beginning of everything wonderful. Everything wonderful starts somewhere, I suppose. And it's starting right here, right now, with the most interesting fake engagement in history.
Definitely the most interesting something.
The most interesting everything. This is going to be absolutely perfect. Come on, absolutely perfect. Time to go home and start processing all of this. There's nothing to process, just wonderful things to anticipate and exciting plans to make.
And possibly some realistic contingencies to consider.
Contingencies are for people who don't believe in fairy tale endings. Fairy tale endings usually require surviving the middle parts of the story first. And we're going to survive them brilliantly, with style and grace and lots of laughter.
And hopefully some common sense.
Common sense is overrated. Uncommon sense is much more useful for uncommon situations. This is definitely an uncommon situation. Exactly. Which means it requires uncommon solutions and uncommon amounts of optimism.
I think you have the optimism part covered.
I have everything covered. Hope, determination, creativity, and a willingness to believe in happy endings. And a fake fiancé who wants to destroy our family business. A fake fiancé who thinks he wants to destroy our family business, but is actually going to fall in love and change his mind about everything.
That's very specific.
I have very specific intuition about these things. Your intuition about relationships has been questionable in the past. This time is different. This time I can feel it in my bones.
Your bones are not a reliable source of romantic guidance.
My bones have excellent instincts. They've never led me completely astray. What about that time with the musician who turned out to be married? That was a learning experience, and my bones were trying to warn me, but I wasn't listening carefully enough.
And what are your bones telling you about this situation?
They're telling me this is going to be the most wonderful adventure of my life. I hope your bones are right. They're absolutely right. This is going to be perfect.
Define perfect.
Perfect is when everything turns out exactly the way it's supposed to, even when that's completely different from what anyone expected. That's either very wise or completely meaningless.
Both.
The best wisdom is always a little meaningless until you experience it yourself.
Come on, experiential wisdom. Let's go home.
Home to begin the most perfectly imperfect adventure of my lifetime. At least you're managing your expectations. I'm not managing anything. I'm embracing everything and trusting that it will all work out beautifully.
Trusting and hoping are not the same as planning.
Planning is wonderful too. We'll do lots of planning. Strategic planning, wedding planning, life planning, happiness planning. Happiness planning? The most important kind. You have to plan for happiness or it might not know where to find you.
I don't think happiness works that way.
It works however you believe it works. That's the beauty of happiness. It's very accommodating. Come on, accommodating happiness. Time to go home. Home to start planning the most accommodating fake marriage in the history of accommodating fake marriages.
That's a very specific historical category.
I'm pioneering a whole new category. Future generations will study our approach to mutually beneficial romantic business arrangements. I'm not sure that's something to aspire to. Everything worth doing is worth aspiring to. This is going to be legendary.
Legendary disasters and legendary successes often look very similar at the beginning.
Then we'll aim for legendary success and hope for the best. Hope for the best and prepare for anything else. I'm prepared for everything, especially all the wonderful things that are about to happen.
Your definition of preparation is very optimistic.
Optimistic preparation is the best kind. It covers all the good possibilities and some of the challenging ones too. What about the really challenging ones? We'll figure those out as we go. That's what makes life an adventure instead of a predetermined outcome.
Some predetermined outcomes are actually quite nice.
Nice is fine, but amazing is better. And this is going to be absolutely amazing. Come on, absolutely amazing. The car really is waiting now. The car, the future, the next chapter of my perfectly imperfect life story.
At least you're consistent in your enthusiasm.
Consistency is very important, especially consistent optimism about inconsistent situations. That's either profound or confusing. The best things are always both. Profound confusion is the beginning of all great adventures.
I'll take your word for it.
You should. I'm an expert on great adventures now. As of this afternoon? As of right now, every moment is the beginning of expertise if you approach it with the right attitude.
Come on, instant expert. Time to share your expertise with the family.
They're going to be so excited. This is the most exciting news our family has had in years. It's certainly the most surprising news. Surprising, exciting, wonderful. All the same thing when they happen to the right person at the right time.
And you're the right person?
I'm absolutely the right person for this exact situation. It's like the universe designed this whole scenario specifically for me. The universe works in mysterious ways. Not mysterious, perfectly logical. Everything makes complete sense when you look at it from the right perspective.
What perspective makes this situation completely sensible?
The perspective that says sometimes the best things in life come disguised as business arrangements between people who think they're enemies, but are actually perfect for each other. That's a very specific perspective. I have very specific intuition about very specific situations.
Your intuition is certainly confident.
Confidence is essential. You can't embark on great adventures without complete confidence in positive outcomes. Complete confidence seems like a lot to ask for. Not when you're dealing with someone as determined and interesting as my fake fiancé. He's going to be perfect for this adventure.
He wants to destroy our newspaper.
He thinks he wants to destroy our newspaper. But what he really wants is justice and closure, and someone who understands his pain and helps him heal. That's quite an assumption about his psychological state. I'm very good at reading people, especially people who are trying very hard to seem intimidating, but are actually just hurt and lonely.
Hurt and lonely people can still be dangerous.
Not this one. This one is going to discover that love is much more satisfying than revenge. How can you be so sure? Because I can see it in his eyes. Behind all that anger and determination, there's someone who just wants to be understood and appreciated.
You saw all that in one conversation at a coffee shop?
I see everything important in the first conversation. It's one of my talents. I hope your talent is accurate this time. It's absolutely accurate. This is going to be the most successful fake marriage that turns into real love in recorded history.
Recorded history is a pretty high standard.
I aim high. Low standards lead to mediocre outcomes, and mediocre is not acceptable for this adventure. Come on. High standards. Let's go home and aim high in our own driveway. Perfect. Home is where all the best adventures begin and end.
This adventure is definitely beginning somewhere.
Beginning beautifully, with hope and determination and perfect timing. Perfect timing for what? Perfect timing for everything. Meeting the right person, making the right decision, starting the right adventure at exactly the right moment in both our lives.
That's a lot of perfection to coordinate.
The universe is excellent at coordinating perfection, especially when people are brave enough to say yes to unexpected opportunities. Well, you certainly said yes to something unexpected. I said yes to everything wonderful that's about to happen. This is going to be absolutely perfect.
You keep saying that.
Because it keeps being true. This situation gets more perfect every time I think about it. Come on, perfectly perfect. Time to go home and think about it some more. Home to think perfect thoughts about perfect plans for the perfect fake marriage that becomes perfectly real.
That's a lot of perfection.
There's no such thing as too much perfection, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Is this a matter of the heart? Everything important is a matter of the heart, even business arrangements that start as revenge plots.
Especially those.
They have the most potential for dramatic transformation and happy endings. Happy endings require surviving the middle parts first. And we're going to survive them brilliantly, with grace and humor and lots of mutual understanding.
Mutual understanding with someone who wants to destroy us?
Mutual understanding with someone who's going to discover he doesn't really want to destroy anyone. He just wants to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy, dear. Exactly. And I'm going to help him figure out how to be happy without needing revenge.
That's quite a project.
The best projects are always quite challenging. Otherwise, they wouldn't be worth doing. Come on, worthwhile project. Let's go home. Home to begin the most worthwhile project of my entire life. This is going to be absolutely wonderful.
We'll see.
We will see. And what we're going to see is the most beautiful transformation from fake business arrangement to real lifelong happiness. That's very optimistic. Optimistic, realistic, prophetic, all the same thing when you're dealing with true love disguised as practical necessity.
True love?
Eventually, first it will be mutual respect, then genuine friendship, then deep understanding, then true love. You have this all planned out. Not planned, predicted. My intuition is excellent at predicting romantic outcomes.
Based on one conversation with a man who openly admitted he wants revenge?
Based on one conversation with a man who's brave enough to be honest about his pain and smart enough to recognize a good opportunity when he sees one. And you're a good opportunity? I'm the best opportunity he's ever going to get. Someone who sees past his anger to the good person underneath.
What if there isn't a good person underneath?
There's always a good person underneath. Sometimes it just takes the right circumstances to bring them to the surface. And you think a fake marriage is the right circumstances? I think spending time with someone who believes in his capacity for happiness and growth is exactly the right circumstances.
That's either very wise or very naive.
Both.
The best approaches to complicated situations are always a little bit of each. Come on, wise naivety. Time to go home and explain this to the rest of the family. They're going to understand perfectly. Family always wants what's best for each other.
What's best and what you want aren't always the same thing.
They are when you want the right things. And I definitely want the right things.
Which are
happiness, love, adventure, personal growth, and the chance to help someone else discover all those things too.
Those are admirable goals.
They're perfect goals. And this fake marriage is going to help me achieve all of them. If everything goes according to your plan. Everything always goes according to the universe's plan. And the universe's plan is always better than anything I could imagine on my own.
The universe has a plan for your fake marriage?
The universe has a plan for everyone's happiness. Sometimes it just takes unexpected forms. This is certainly an unexpected form. The most unexpected, which makes it the most likely to lead to extraordinary outcomes.
That logic seems backwards.
The best logic always seems backwards until it proves itself right. Come on, backwards logic. Let's go home. Home to share the most logically backwards wonderful news with everyone who loves me.
Everyone who loves you is going to worry about you.
Everyone who loves me is going to be excited for my happiness. And I'm going to be incredibly happy. Starting when? Starting right now. I'm already happy about everything that's going to happen.
Even though it hasn't happened yet?
Especially because it hasn't happened yet. The anticipation of wonderful things is almost as good as the wonderful things themselves. That's either very philosophical or very impractical.
both.
Philosophy and impracticality are excellent companions for great adventures.
Come on, philosophical impracticality. Mom's starting the car.
Perfect.
The first step of our journey home to share the most wonderfully impractical news in family history. It's definitely going to be memorable. Memorably perfect. This whole day has been absolutely perfect from beginning to end.
The day isn't over yet.
Then it's going to keep getting more perfect. Today is just the beginning of months and months of increasing perfection. Increasing perfection? Every day is going to be better than the day before. That's how true love works, even when it starts as fake marriage.
You're very confident about this fake marriage becoming true love.
I'm absolutely confident. My intuition has never been wrong about important things. When has your intuition been right about important things? It's about to be right about the most important thing. This marriage is going to be absolutely wonderful.
We'll see.
We will see, and we're going to see something absolutely beautiful. I hope you're right, sweetheart. I'm always right about matters of the heart. Well, eventually right. This time I'm immediately right.
That's new for you.
This whole situation is new for me. New and wonderful and absolutely perfect for personal growth and romantic development. Come on, romantic development. Let's go home and develop some practical plans. Practical romantic plans are the best kind. We'll have so much fun planning everything.
Planning and reality don't always match up.
They do when you plan with enough optimism and flexibility. This is going to be absolutely perfect. You keep saying that. Because it keeps getting more true every time I say it. This is going to be the most perfect imperfect fake marriage in history.
Perfect and imperfect?
The most perfectly imperfect combination of business arrangement and romantic destiny. That's quite a combination. The best combination. Business and romance, practical and magical, temporary and eternal.
Temporary and eternal are opposites.
Not when you're dealing with true love disguised as temporary arrangements. Eternal love can start anywhere. Even in coffee shops with revenge-seeking CEOs? Especially in coffee shops with revenge-seeking CEOs. Those are the best places for life-changing encounters.
I'll take your word for it.
You should. I'm about to become an expert on coffee shop romance and the transformative power of fake marriage. An expert based on one afternoon's experience? An expert based on complete intuitive understanding of romantic destiny. This is going to be absolutely wonderful.
Come on, romantic destiny expert. Time to go home.
Home to begin the most expertly romantic 6 months of my entire life. 6 months that are supposed to be fake. Fake in name only, real in every way that matters.
What ways are those?
The ways that involve spending time together, getting to know each other, discovering compatibility, and gradually falling in love. That's quite an agenda for a business arrangement. The best business arrangements always include personal development and emotional growth. This one just happens to include romance too.
Romance with someone who wants to destroy our family.
Romance with someone who's going to discover that building something beautiful is much more satisfying than destroying something that already exists. That's very optimistic. Optimism is essential for all great adventures, especially romantic ones that start as business arrangements.
Come on, essential optimism. Time to go share your adventure with the family.
The family is going to love this story. It has everything: drama, romance, unexpected meetings, and the promise of a happy ending. Promised by whom? Promised by the universe, and my excellent intuition about romantic outcomes.
Your intuition and the universe make quite a team.
The best team. They've never steered me wrong about anything truly important. And this is truly important. This is the most important thing that's ever happened to me. The beginning of everything wonderful.
Everything wonderful is a lot to expect from one fake marriage.
Not from one fake marriage, from one perfectly disguised opportunity for real love and personal transformation. Come on, perfectly disguised opportunity. Let's go home. Home to celebrate the most perfectly disguised wonderful news in family history.
At least your enthusiasm is consistent.
Consistently wonderful, just like everything else about the situation.
We'll see about that.
We will see, and what we'll see is absolutely beautiful.
You're determined to make this work, aren't you?
I'm determined to let this work. There's a difference between forcing something and allowing something wonderful to happen naturally. And you think this will happen naturally? I think this is the most natural thing in the world. Two people who are perfect for each other meeting at exactly the right time under exactly the right circumstances.
Circumstances involving revenge plots.
Circumstances involving opportunities for healing and growth and discovery of mutual compatibility. That's one way to look at it. The best way. The way that leads to happy endings and beautiful memories and stories worth telling for generations.
Stories worth telling?
This is going to be the most romantic story our family has ever produced. Future generations will study our approach to transforming business arrangements into true love. That's quite a legacy to aspire to. The best legacy. Love conquering all, even when it starts as practical necessity and mutual benefit.
Come on, conquering love. Time to go home and conquer some family concerns about this situation.
There won't be any concerns once everyone understands how perfect this is. They're going to see exactly what I see. Which is the beginning of the most beautiful love story ever told, starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. sharp.
Your first business meeting as fake fiancés.
Our first official step toward real happiness disguised as practical planning. This is going to be absolutely wonderful. Come on, absolutely wonderful. Let's go home and start making those phone calls. Yes, let's call everyone and share the most wonderfully unexpected news in family history.
This is really happening.
It's really happening. The most beautiful fake marriage that becomes completely real and absolutely perfect. I hope you're right, sweetheart. I'm absolutely right. This is going to be the beginning of everything wonderful.
Everything wonderful?
Everything. Love, happiness, personal growth, family harmony, and the most romantic 6 months that turn into the most romantic lifetime ever lived. That's quite an ambitious outcome for one afternoon's decision. The best decisions always have ambitious outcomes. Otherwise, they wouldn't be worth making.
Come on, ambitious outcomes. Time to go home and explain your decision to people who love you.
People who love me are going to understand perfectly. Love recognizes love, even when it's disguised as business arrangements. We'll see about that. We will see, and we're going to see something absolutely beautiful unfold over the next 6 months.
6 months.
6 months that become forever. The best things always last longer than originally planned. Come on, forever. Let's go home. Home to begin forever. This is going to be absolutely perfect.